going to start off by actually our latest. To be able to price yourself correctly, unfiltered. It's not a question of, it's real estate 101.
This is Real Estate Unfiltered.
Prepare it, know what you're getting into. Yeah, of course, the agent do your homework and back. Dude, the market sucks. Which give everybody sneak peeks at something big.
Unfiltered.
I mean, here's a perfect example that I see every single day. An agent takes a listing grossly overpriced. And, you know, as if I'm coming in as a buyer agent, I'm coming in and talking to them and asking them, why are they priced this way? All the comps are telling us differently. We're very far apart of what the valuation is. First of all, we don't even know if we're going to be able to appraise under the number that you actually put out there. And the most common answer I get is, that's what the seller wants. Well, you know what? You made a decision as a professional to appease that seller, who might be completely delusional, or they might just not be educated. You took that on yourself to appease them. Well, now it's being thrown on you of why did you put it out there like that, and what are you doing? You're pointing to the seller. Well, you're the professional. You're the person that should be actually educating that seller. And if it's something that is completely off basis, you should be putting that out there. And you know what? Sometimes you might burn the bridge and the seller might not be happy with what you have to say. And maybe they won't give you the listing, or maybe they won't want to work with you. And that's okay, because if you're going into a situation where you're setting yourself up for failure, you might as well cut your ties from the very beginning. But that doesn't happen. You have tons of listing agents out there that make a living off of just volume. They just compile bad, overpriced listings over and over again, and they sit for months and months and months. And what do? You see price drops, one after the other, just price drops. That's the way to work with it. Not to market it in a different way, not to actually put it in a better light, not to actually highlight what it is that might be bringing more value to the place. No, let's do price drops. And you know what? When the topic of the price comes in, let's blame the seller. No, blame yourself, because you're the one that's marketing the place. You're the one that's actually putting it out there. You know, I've put houses on the market myself that were over what I thought the value of the property would be. Why? Because sometimes there's something unique about them, and I don't know how the market's going to react, so I have to start with a basis price, and then we see and we coordinate from that point. But that's under some conditions. Very few conditions actually have a property that unique, that different. You know, part of my business is dealing with unique properties and different properties, and a lot of times problem properties, or whatever the case is, and I have to figure out angles. You know, so I got to figure these things out. You know, I'm not blaming the seller. I'm taking ownership of it. I'm taking it on me. I have to figure out a way to get it done. And plenty of times, I do this all the time, people tell me, well, I want $2 million for a $1 million property. I say, you're going to have to find somebody else to do it for you, because I'm not in the business of babysitting a house for a year that's not going to sell. Simple as that. You know, it's one thing. Let's say you have a $500,000 house and the seller really wants you to try for $525,000. That's not much of a stretch. You're still in the ballpark, and there might be a buyer that's willing to give $525,000, or you know, something maybe over $500,000, maybe that's not much of a stretch. But to go from like $1 million to $2 million, or from like $500 to $600,000 or $700,000, now you're talking to craziness. Now you're talking insanity. And as a professional, you have to take it on yourself to understand that you have to figure out a way to get it done if you commit to it. And you can't be blaming everybody else.